What's up guys, my name's Jason. In today's video I'm going to be going over Tesla and what to expect from the Q3 earnings report when it comes to whether they'll make a profit or not, how Tesla stock specifically will react, and something a lot of people have been sleeping on, which is if they'll be finally included into the S&P 500 index. So as we all know, Tesla released the quarterly deliveries for Q3, and what a surprise, another record quarter. They ended up delivering a little over 139,000 vehicles while producing 145,000 vehicles. So some may think that they're losing demand, but I would disagree with that statement. Not only is the fourth quarter historically for Tesla the best part of the year when it comes to quarterly sales, but they're also gaining market share because there still really isn't a competitor to Tesla when it comes to making cars that are the same from a value to efficiency perspective. The cheapest version of the Lucid Air will be coming out in 2022, so they're still a year and a half behind, and Tesla will just keep on improving their cars. So the Lucid Air may look like a competitor to Tesla's Model S now, but it won't be by 2022. So what does this mean for Tesla's profitability chances? Well, when you take a close look, the Model 3 and the Model Y took 124,000 of the 139,000 total cars delivered, and the Model Y specifically took a quarter of those total deliveries. And Tesla has already come out and said that the Model Y is cheaper to produce than the Model 3, and this is because of something that Elon has been working towards for years now, and it's improving their manufacturing to the point where that is their best advantage over all these other automakers. And even though the Model Y is cheaper to produce than the Model 3, they get to sell it up to $10,000 more from the cheapest version of the Model 3 to the cheapest version of the Model Y. So this in turn should boost their profit margins, considering the fact that they sold at least 25% more of each car in this quarter compared to the last. But I think that it would be fair to take into account that there was no shutdown this quarter, which is something that affected the deliveries in Q2. But since there wasn't another shutdown this quarter, you should expect Tesla's operating expenses to be higher due to having to pay more workers, assuming that they brought them back, R&D, inventory costs, and buying materials. This is something that could bring down profitability more than expected, but Tesla will remain positive for the quarter, and that's something that the majority of people are confident about. Something that people aren't as confident about though is which direction the stock will go after earnings. This is something that no one can know 100% and is completely based off opinion. I personally think that if Tesla were to make a profit, revenue increase, and guidance remain positive, it could spike up to 5 to 10% like it does usually after earnings, but gradually fall down as soon as the market opens. And if you're no stranger to Tesla stock, you've seen this happen multiple times. But if anything somewhat major would be less than expected, Tesla is such a volatile stock at times that it could tank because Tesla was profitable but less than expected. Although when it comes to the action of the stock after earnings, I tend not to get too invested in the short term because that's where all the little money is made. I'm saying this because you never know if a stock is going to go up or down on a day-to-day basis, but in the long term, if you hold the stock of a truly great company, then it's much easier to assess where it could be in the next 3 to 10 years. But don't get me wrong, I do play options with a little bit of pocket money. Getting away from that though, with all this news and excitement about earnings day, people don't seem as excited about Tesla's inclusion into the S&P 500 index if they are profitable. Last quarter marked the fourth consecutive quarter of profitability for Tesla, which was the last objective they had to achieve in order to be eligible to be included into the index, yet they still weren't included. Tesla wasn't added most likely due to the short-term traders buying into the hype of the news. Also, the committee probably didn't feel comfortable adding a company as big as Tesla into the index when it was unsure if their profitability could be maintained when their tax credits played a decent-sized role in their profit margins. This is all fair, reasonable speculation between investors and traders, but I think that it will be almost a done deal if Tesla can maintain positive cash flow and profitability. They'll be added into the S&P 500 index, which again I've been saying is an inevitable outcome. And after this happens, the same way Tesla stock went down 20% after not being included into the index, it could possibly go up 10 to 20% after the committee finally decides to include it into the index. Because not only will all the big funds that track the S&P 500 index have to buy it, but this will also put a great amount of buying pressure on the stock by short-term retail traders. But main word right there was short-term. If this were to happen, I don't see the stock staying up 10 to 20%. It would probably give up some of those gains for the following trading day. But what do I know? I'm only 1 for 1 with my earnings predictions. Anyways, there was so much more that I could talk about, like full self-driving revenue, Tesla energy, and probably some other smaller segments, but my videos have gotten a little longer recently, so I thought it would be best to keep this one short because I don't think that you guys would want to hear me talk for 10 minutes. Although I hope the visuals of the Teslas helped make the video a little less boring than me showing my face the whole time. And if you did enjoy, leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to use the first link in the description to get a free stock from Robinhood when you open an account with them. It really helps the channel out. Cause this video took me a while to make, so it would really be appreciated. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.